Welcome to River City Live. Now, Eden is out today, but we brought in the reinforcements with Jessica Morgan, the queen of couponing, the
Dry
discount
shampoo.
diva, dry shampoo.
Black Friday.
Black Friday. And what was the award that you won in high school?
I tied for fourth runner-up, Miss Ed White Beauty Pageant.
There you go.
I hosted that last year, so
Did you?
yes, good times.
Yeah,
Good times.
so again, welcome back to the show. It's always
Thank
a pleasure
you.
to have you on.
Thanks for having me.
We're having so much fun even before the show even started, so you're definitely going to stick around for the next hour because we have a lot of things lined up. All right, so we're always looking out for you and you at home to figure out ways to kind of get an edge on life. And there's a study we came across that will help you to basically age a little bit slower.
In theory. You know, as we get older, we tend to slow down. Maybe our reactions are a little slower, but there's a study done by Simon Landry, a PhD candidate in biomedical science, and it says learning to play an instrument will help your brain faculties, you know, stay sharp and make sure your reactions are good when you're on the road. You won't be bumping into anybody. So, you know, if you're feeling a little slow, maybe you go out and try to pick up an instrument.
I think that makes a lot of sense because if you think about it, you're kind of anticipating like a beat or a count. It's keeping that mind mentally sharp. Now, can you guys play an instrument?
No, I cannot play, but my children are, I have an amateur accordion player and an amateur drummer.
Wow.
And they're awful.
Nirvana,
But yeah.
well, Kurt Cobain, right? They had some...
It's all on tape.
Yeah.
She just said that about it.
I'm just saying, they're just learning.
Yeah, they're
We're learning and
learning.
growing, yes.
It's like, you know, everybody's an amateur drummer. I play a little guitar. I got an incomplete in college in that class, but, you know, since then I've progressed a little bit. And I do feel a little sharper, you know, sometimes. I don't play as much as I should. That is the major part of the study. They say the more often you play, the better, you know, your mind connects. But we actually have a couple of musicians in our studio today from Pink Martini. We've got Thomas and China. Thanks for joining us. Now,
Hello.
China, you're a singer. I'm not going to throw any shade on you. You sing. Let's talk to the musician. Oh, he went there.
Piano and guitar. What do you play?
I sing.
He sings.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to talk to China.
And he plays piano.
No, but do you guys feel that, you know, as you've played your instruments over the years, that, you know, now you're a little bit more in tune with what's going on in the world? Or with your mental faculties?
It's a nice catharsis to sit down and play the piano and write a song and get your feelings out. So I recommend songwriting.
Also, there are a lot of studies about music and Alzheimer's, which it accesses a different part of the brain, and so people who play instruments actually sort of helps stave off the sort of onset of Alzheimer's.
And also to communicate with people who have Alzheimer's, maybe. I think people who have Alzheimer's respond
to music
very profoundly
like
to music.
Music is the last thing to go, evidently.
Okay.
Now, we're going to interview you guys. Yeah, I was going to say that. We're going to interview you guys later, but you guys met at Harvard, right? So you guys know what you're talking about, some pretty educated people. And in about 4 minutes or so, we're going to go over there and we want to get, you know, just the whole background on you guys and where you're performing, get all that scoop. All right, so we'll be with you in a second. But I want to move on to another topic here. In 2017, it's one of the biggest fashion trends when it comes to hair. And it's kind of a mix of a couple different colors. And I believe it's called blonde.
Blonde.
That's a new one.
Blonde.
Okay.
Or I think it's every mom's hair who hasn't had her roots done.
There it is.
I think now it's cool.
Now it's
blonde.
cool.
Now we have a name for it. It's called blonde.
Now, what do you think about this? Because you were talking about it earlier. You see a lot of celebrities with it.
I don't know. I just, like I said, I think it's the mom hair. I think it's mom hair. But
Mom
I think
hair.
Gigi
But
Hadid
younger-
made it cool.
Exactly, yeah,
but
she's doing it now.
Moms
She's not
were
a mom.
already cool.
What is she,
though.
like 18 or
Yeah,
19?
she's like 18 or 19. Just, she has a few years to catch up.
Well, we have our own hair expert here to weigh in. Kimberly Clark is here. Kimberly, what are you thinking about this trend?
Oh, I love it. And I think it is mom hair, but yes, the younger generation made it cool. J-Lo's been doing it for years. And I think that's what first made it hot, for sure.
First made it hot.
So can we use this like when the significant others are going to the hair salon talking about the roots? It's like, your hair is already the hot style.
No,
You can
let them go.
Okay, my
Give them
bad.
that 2 hours of peace.
Okay, I take it back.
Don't ever go. Let them go.
To go back and kind of like the vibe you're talking about, you really think that evolved from just mommy hair?
No, I just think it really is. It's a nice, and there's so many people, the natural blonde, brown color anyway. Now just put it together, it's blonde.
There you go.
Yeah. And J-Lo, she's dating Drake. She must know something, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
You and argue with
you
J-Lo.
put it out there.
Yeah, I did.
Spilling all the tea.
Yeah, maybe we should bring you back for an entertainment
I know,
beat.
right?
Gossip column
Watch it,
here.
Eden.
All right, so you were saying, you know, just it's a parent type thing, right?
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about parents chronically being late, and there's other types of people that are always late. You figure, I'm always late when I come to work, but there are some things that you can do to be really a little bit more organized so you're there on time. Rance, you kind of have a breakdown of this, right?
Oh, yeah. So, you know, people think being late is just all about being rude and people being inconsiderate. Not always the case, but there are 8 habits of people that are on time that you can kind of put into your daily routine that might help make sure you get everywhere you need to be. So first is wake up when it's time. Don't hit the snooze button. Mark, you started doing that.
Yeah, I'm a snoozer.
Yeah.
I'm a snoozer.
Mark has
yeah.
4 kids, though. He gets a little bit of a pass.
Yay!
Wait, let's run by the Mrs. Peyton. All right, plan breakfast at dinner. So having the morning already planned
Yeah,
out.
I do this,
You don't
yeah.
have to worry about that in the morning.
Futuristic for me.
End your tasks on time. Know exactly how much time you need for a task and stick to it.
I'm
Try not to
horrible
let
at
it go
that.
Yeah, me too. I
beyond.
can't do
You
that.
know,
Nope.
recognize patterns and correct them if you're perpetually late. You can fix that. So you know when it's time to get out the door and you know you need to be gone at some time, maybe get started a few minutes early. Embrace downtime. Having items permanently on your to-do list, you always feel like you've accomplished something when you knock it out. So, you know, and that way you appreciate when you don't have anything.
No, I don't. That's mom guilt. That's downtime is mom equals mom guilt. Yeah.
Okay, I'll
We
good
need to
to
work
know.
on that.
Schedule overtime flow. Don't schedule everything back to back. So, you know,
Makes
break
sense.
up your
I
schedule.
understand
Yeah, I like
that,
that.
yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Master the skill of calculation. Ties back into ending tasks on time. Know when you do your best. Some people are morning people, some are afternoon. So save the harder tasks for that part of the day.
These are all great pointers. I think I need a list on how to even tackle that list in
Yeah,
order to
that's a
get it
rough one.
started.
That's
so,
like 9 things.
But I'll tell you something I'm all about when it comes to parenting, and we found this article that helps to back up what I think. And basically, it's bribing your kids to eat vegetables. And there's a person out there, his name is Tam Fry, and he basically says you could pay him, and that's fine to do. Now, have you guys ever done this? Just bribe your kids?
Oh, sure. But I don't pay mine. She has no real concept of money. When we go to the stores, like, why don't you just use your card thing? Like,
Right.
It's magical.
there's no money on that card thing today, so we're not getting that.
Yeah. What about you, Jessica?
Oh,
You a briber?
absolutely. I just gave, actually last week, I gave my daughter $1 to play with her brother. And I just think, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
But I think it's great. I think, especially with the vegetables, you're just introducing them to the kids. And like, my daughter's favorite food is guacamole. I mean, it's just because it just, you know, you have to introduce it at a younger age.
I like
think
your
it's
take
great.
at that too, because you know when you break it down, you're just again it's the introduction because they might like it later, and you
Right.
don't have to bribe them anymore.
Right.
I really don't do it with money, but I'll do it with other things. Like you eat the broccoli, you get ice cream. You,
Right.
you get this, you get that. So I definitely do because every kid's wired different, and I think you have to motivate them. And like you said, it's for a good cause, like
Right.
playing with your sibling.
Right.
You know what I found is a good bribery for eating your vegetables? Just throw some cheese on it.
True.
Just
Any
don't
cheese,
cheese. Are you
talking about
any
yourself?
fromage.
Well, me too.
That's how
Yeah,
Lance does
anybody.
it.
Ranch
Dip it in
dressing.
butter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ranch. Oh.
All right. So
Love it.
let's do this at this point in time. Let's walk on over to the stage over here and let's reintroduce Pink Martini. And Pink Martini tonight's going to be at the Florida Theater. So thanks again, guys, for weighing in on the talker that we had earlier on just being a musician. And tonight's a big night, right?
Yes, we're on a tour all over Florida. So we came from Key Largo last night. We're here at the Florida Theater tonight. And then tomorrow, Daytona Beach,
Daytona Beach.
Oh, wow.
Fort Myers, and Tampa.
So you're really hitting Florida.
We hit it.
I love
Well,
it.
we were just talking that they're originally based in Oregon, so you guys are kind of happy to be away from that snowmageddon,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, we were sad to miss the 16-inch day, but now it's dragging on for a long time, so I think it's kind of convenient.
And
to
then
not
let's
be
just
there.
start how you guys met, right? So you guys met at Harvard. What were you guys studying? Because it was a little different than music, because you were in the politics.
I was history and literature. I majored in history and literature, but I thought I was going to go into politics. I wanted to become mayor.
Oh, wow. And then what
I
about
was
you?
painting and English.
Okay, so not really music, but obviously you guys are brilliant, talented people, because we heard you guys warming up. So how did it come together to form the band and...
So I went back to Portland, Oregon, where I grew up, to ostensibly run for office. And then I was dismayed at the music that was playing at these various political fundraisers that I went to. So I started the band to bring a little bit of breakfast at Tiffany's to political fundraising.
I like that. It's a nice take. What do you think right now about the political environment? You don't have to go like too deep into it, but you're...
Gotta go there.
You know, I think
Well, when
that...
you say you're bringing breakfast to Tiffany's to politics, I'm kind of curious where you're at with this.
So, you know, I think this is it's the result of the current situation is the result of reality television, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Now, Jessica, you had a comment you wanted to make. I don't know if we can actually see it, but...
Your shoes are amazing.
Oh,
those are some amazing shoes.
They're Dolce & Gabbana.
Oh.
From Ikram.
Are they a sponsor?
They're from
No,
Chicago.
they are not a sponsor.
You're from Chicago.
I am,
They're from
yeah.
Ikram, the boutique in Chicago.
That is really nice.
So,
I like
yeah.
it. And I like how you even
Amazing.
have the flowers up here.
Thank you.
Now, you guys are just a pair here today. Your band is actually much larger. How many members do you have?
12.
12 people.
So it's kind of
all
like a
on
mini
one
orchestra.
tour bus?
2 tour buses.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
You get to
Yeah.
break it up. Nice.
And everybody gets along really well.
Pretty well. We've been together 22 years.
Oh,
wow.
nice.
Yeah.
Because if not, she will have you guys pay each other to get along, right?
I want $1 and I'm going to hang out with Thomas today. No, I'm kidding.
How would you guys
I will
best
pay you to not hang out with me.
How would you guys best describe your sound?
Oh.
I would say it's old-fashioned global pop. So that it's like if you were to cross, if the United Nations had a house band in 1962, that's hopefully we would be that band. It's sort of jazz, classical, Afro-Cuban, Brazilian, Japanese.
Multi-generational.
So how did you guys discover that sound? Was it bringing everybody together? Because, you know, you have like 12 different people come together to form that sound? Or is it something that one person had in their mind, like, hey,
Well, I think
this is a good niche.
I always liked the sort of romance of popular music of the 30s, 40s, and 50s in America, but crossed with songs from different parts of the world. So it has an old-fashioned kind of approach to song writing or song performing, but so the melodies are really, really beautiful. They're catchy, they're different, they're diverse, and I thought, you know, we didn't want to be a band that sort of every song sounds the same.
yeah.
So, you know, at one moment you feel like you're in a parade in Brazil, and the next moment you feel like you're in a Japanese.
So it's a whole journey.
Yeah.
So tonight, if you're going to check them out at the Florida Theater, you're in for a treat. And stick around, because basically what's going to happen in about 2.5 minutes, you guys are performing, so you can get a real taste what their song is all about. All right?
So
you guys ready for
gonna,
that?
Yes.
We're going to hear some stuff from Je Dis Oui. Did I pronounce it right?
Je dis oui.
Oh.
Is our new album.
Okay, so we'll hear some of that here in a little bit. We'll be back with more River City Live right after this.